right, Gemini, you ready? You ready to get this show on the road, huh? Okay. All right, I saw the devil here. Wheel of Fortune. This Three of Cups kind of like came out in an upright, but now it's like a little bit in the reverse. I'm not liking it. You got this Two of Pentacles that kind of came out a little lopsided itself, and then there's one on the floor here. So what's going on? Well, we got the Six of Swords. At least it was kind of like more or less facing me in the upright, so that's a good thing. Moving on from something. Not wanting to get together, not wanting to hang out. You don't have time for it anyway. You're moving on. You don't have time. You don't have time for this nonsense. You know, it's time to like kind of get started. It's time to get started. Things are kind of looking up. Things are getting better. Something that has been like this, whatever it is. I'm hearing that song again. You know, I heard it a while ago. Monkey on Your Back by George Michael. If you had that monkey on your back, you'd probably get rid of it. Whatever that is, that could be an addiction. That could have been somebody that you know was bothering you. Something that was hounding you. You're finally moving away from whatever that is. Okay? If you're feeling a little bit off, and I know that the energy's been heavy because we've been in Mercury retrograde, and we know that that's messing with Virgo and Gemini. So energy's been gross as hell, hasn't it? Don't worry, Gemini, we're going to get through it. That could be a lot of what that is too. That energy, if that's what it is, the energy is going to be lightening up. Thank God. I know I'm sick of it. Okay. Things are going to be moving swimmingly very, very soon. All right. So you're moving on from something. So what's coming in? Or where are you going towards? You're going towards a Page of Pentacles. Just putting it in the bag. Put it all in the bag. Somebody's working on the bag. Somebody's, you know, something could have been happening where somebody's been trying to, you know, do something, maybe drain your pockets or do something like that. Something is changing. Something's changing. You're able to start collecting all over again. So if you've been having a period or a point where you've been like losing money or you haven't been able to make whatever it is that you need to kind of get by, something's going to change. Okay. There's like a lot of mess that's getting cleaned up though. The mess is being cleaned up. You're definitely going to get word that, you know, I feel like you're definitely going to get some good news that something's changing. The tide is turning. Something's changing. Something's going to be going in your favor. A lot of people are going to be knowing about it too. They're going to be finding out about it. Okay. You could even have some sort of an announcement. What is this about an announcement? Okay. Tell me about this. Tell me about this. Judgment. Yeah. Take out. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Okay. Seven of Wands and the Lovers. Clarify this Queen of Swords. Get this Page of Wands here. Okay. There's been a nasty, it feels like a feminine energy, vindictive female, that maybe you've been dealing with that's been behind something. Okay. You could be getting word, you could be getting a call. I'm getting something, you know. Didn't I get this for you last week? I think I did. Where there could have been someone that you were dealing with. You're going to be finding out about this person. Now, tarot, you know, it all deals with time. So I say this a lot. I try to remind people, you know, there's so much that goes into tarot, okay, that it's nearly impossible to cover everything, you know, or else I'd never get a reading done. These readings would probably be 2 hours if I told you everything every single time, okay? Meaning about, you know, how like the different dynamics of it, how many, you know, so many different things, rules and everything to follow so that you can better understand it, okay? However, I always try to remind people of this whenever it comes up, that whenever we take for granted that when we see a reading that we think that it's happening right now. No. Usually no. we think it is. Sometimes it is. But a lot of times it's not manifesting, and it's probably not going to manifest until like the next 6 months. So we're like getting especially with my readings. My readings, I'm very much, I guess, precognitive, I guess you could say. My readings are. A lot of times my readings are generally at least a good 2 months, sometimes 3 months ahead of its, I've noticed it with a lot of things. Okay. So this could be something that maybe not right now, that's not going on, but probably in the next couple of months or so, you're going to be getting some kind of word about another person, and that something is very, very different. Now, somebody's going to be found out about, okay, and this person, I feel like they're going to be kicked out of something. Somebody could be definitely being kicked out of something. Okay? There's definitely going to be a choice. Okay? Tell you about this choice. Ace of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Well, who would choose the Ten of Swords? Okay. Somebody's going to spot the fake. Somebody's going to spot the fake. So whatever this is, somebody's going to know who... I can't stand the term ride or die. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. But somebody's going to know who their ride or die is. That's not for me. That's for other people to understand. I personally don't like it, so that's why I'm saying it, because whoever it is, it could be something that they use. It could be a term that they use. Okay, I don't use that term. I don't like it. So that's how you know my readings are authentic, because I can't stand that term. But somebody's going to relate to whatever that is. Somebody's going to find out who their ride or die is. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And somebody could be paying you back. Could also have that. Somebody could be paying you back. All right. I don't know. Nothing really technically feels like romantic love here. Maybe the smoke is starting to settle. Is there anything for romantic love for Gemini? King of Wands. Going back to your player ways, huh? You're just here to have fun. You're just here to have fun. It's good. Nothing wrong with that. I'm kind of changing too. Hey, the world is just different now. They don't make humans like they used to. So, it is what it is. Eight of Cups. You could be meeting another person. Okay. Illusion. Illusion. Why am I getting the word illusion? You're moving away from, excuse me, illusions, delusions. Okay. You're seeing things very, very differently. You're seeing things very, very differently. I'm definitely getting something like that. You're no longer like, I'm getting illusions or delusions. You're not really going to be delusional about how people really are and about certain things, is what I'm getting. You're just going to be taking things a bit more like, well, Geminis, I always see Geminis taking things lighthearted anyway. So being even more lighthearted than you usually are. Oof. You'll be sprinkling pixie dust everywhere, Gemini. What's going on? Yeah. There's going to be somebody that's going to be chasing you, though. You're definitely going to have somebody chasing you. Okay. Think about this. Think about whoever this is. Or you could be chasing somebody. I feel like somebody's chasing you. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles. You don't want, you don't want kids. You don't want to settle down. You don't want anything like that. No. Oh, we're not doing that, are we? Okay. You don't want your heart broken. It is what it is. I'm just going to say it like this. Hopefully you are not playing with somebody's heart and their emotions. I'll just put it like that. Okay? I'm going to trust. I'm going to put faith in this reading that that's not what your intentions are and that's not what you're doing. And that if you are of that, you would probably definitely express it to whoever that is. So that somebody isn't thinking, I'm looking for a partner, I want to nail this person down because I like this person, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, you're just like, I'm just having fun. You're telling your buddies or whatever, your friends or the girls or whatever, you're like, I'm just having fun. And this person's thinking that, they're about to, start building their life with somebody. Okay. Make sure that somebody knows that, because you could really, really hurt somebody. And that could have even gotten you into trouble in the past before. That could be even a pattern for somebody. That could definitely be a pattern for somebody. All right. Now, there could also be, that's why I think it might be why I keep getting something about illusions or delusional. Let's say you expressed it. Let's say you tell somebody that, and this person, it could even be something like that, where somebody thinks, a lot of times you get people who think that, they have the secret sauce, they have the magic, they have the magic wand, or whatever, that they're going to be the one to change that person. No, they're not. So whoever you are, you could be the one that's like, you know what? People know that I'm not that serious. I hang out for a little while and then I move on. So it's like, whoever this person is, so is it as bad as this sounds? What I'm getting is, here's what I'm hearing, is it's that person's fault. It's their fault. You told them. That could be something that you told. Look at that. Yeah. I'm like getting a conversation where somebody is like, asking somebody something, and they're like, that person knows, I told them. I don't want anything. I don't want those things. I'm actually hearing that. Well, if that's the case, somebody definitely does not want to settle down and they don't want kids. And there could have been somebody who really, really wanted that. That could be part of what you're moving away from. All right. And Three of Swords. Let's see advice for Gemini. Actually, no. Do I need to really dig into who that is? No. We'll see advice for Gemini. It's like somebody knew what kind of person somebody was when they got with them. It's not like, I feel like it's kind of like it wasn't a big secret. I'm kind of getting something like that. Clearly there's, somebody like, it looks like they move on from certain things. They move on from particular people. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling and what I'm sensing. I am not one to, have the back of the player. Never. Never. If they're hurting people intentionally. If they're living their life, and they're doing their thing, and people are aware of their motives, and they're just like, this is just how I am. It is what it is if people are expressing that. All right? So what I'm kind of getting is, that's this person. It's not like, I don't see anyone like literally fooling anyone. I see whoever it is that they're getting with is basically fooling themselves. They're wanting to change a narrative. They're wanting to change the way somebody sees them or the way somebody feels about something. And somebody's like, no. What don't you understand? We've discussed this. Is kind of what I'm getting. And there even could be, there could be other people that are like, hey, why don't you, and this person's like, well, I told them. And I'm kind of getting, it's almost like somebody's like, well, yeah, I know, but So here's what I'm getting. There could be something that you're dealing with, or there's definitely at least there's definitely one person in particular that just could not handle that. Okay. It's time to close that up, whatever that is. you leave that person alone. Some people just aren't going to ever understand because you're not on that vibration. If you understood them, where they were coming from, you'd be on the same vibration, then you would probably be with them. If they understood you, then you would both be on the same vibration. And then they'd be doing their own thing just like you're doing your own thing. Okay? That's why we try to stick with people that are on the same frequency or the vibration. Okay? Frequency doesn't technically change. Vibration does. Okay? So, somebody basically wants another person to desire the same things that they want, and they don't. And if there are other people, I'm kind of getting that there are other people that are like, yeah, but maybe you should just kind of like, just, it's almost like appealing or almost like pandering to that person. No, I don't agree with that. No, because that's misleading that person, and that's keeping that person, in this locked state, thinking that they're going to get something that they're not supposed to get or that they're not going to get. Okay? I don't know if this is making any sense to anyone. Okay? Please do not twist my words or try to make it sound a certain way. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling and what I'm sensing from these cards. Somebody, somebody knows or has always known. It's almost like, like I'm getting this saying about, laying the cards out on the table. Somebody already knows. They already have everything laid out. I mean, look. They already have everything laid out. Everything's already laid out. They already know. This whoever it is went into this with their eyes open. They were like, I can handle this, And then they got angry because, this person was like, I don't, whatever. I don't do stuff like that. I don't do marriage. I don't do family. I don't do, long-term relationship. I don't do those things. And I'm getting, whoever this is, they knew it. So, I don't know. It's actually kind of like, it's kind of like annoying, honestly. It's time to like wrap up some cycles. It's time to wrap up. It's time to wrap something up. All right. I think that's it, Gemini. 10 of Cups. High Priestess. 10 of Cups, High Priestess. Okay. So I'm getting this. There is someone who whoever it is that had already like laid out the rules and was like firm, and I feel that person maybe doesn't want anything because whoever it is that they wanted to be with, they can't be with that person. So if they only wanted a family, they only want it with that one person. They don't want it with this person. Okay, and there could be a good reason for that too. Let's face it. There's a reason why I don't have kids. I didn't really, it didn't really pan out that way, but there's, some people that I was like, well, I don't want to have kids with that person. I just don't. Okay. I don't want to have kids with that person. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, you have to be very selective about whoever it is that that you want to procreate with. Okay. Bottom line, You can't just go having kids with anyone, And that could be part of what that is. Whoever that is, maybe they want more out of something, and this person's like, no. All right. I do feel like there's something else that's kind of like, waiting for this person, though. There's more to the story. There's more. Man, these readings get exhausting. Cancer. Scorpio energy. Gemini energy. It was Cancer energy. Somebody thinks they're going to change their mind. I'm really getting that. That somebody thought that if they got with that person, they're going to be able to flip them, to change their mind. No. No. And if it is something like that, it's almost like, I remember back in the day when people would, when there would be a lot of, gentlemen that would always think that they had what it took to flip. I'm like, no. Like, dude, what do you not get? No. No, it's not my thing. It's fine. There's plenty of other women out there. I'm not one of them. Okay? I'm not one of them. So let's say it could be something like that. Somebody maybe wants to try to flip another person. Maybe they want to make somebody, whatever. Could that be possible? Yeah. It is not going to happen. Whoever it is, for whatever reason, whatever this is, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay? That really could be what that is. That could be a very big part of it. That's why I don't really care about having male friends anymore. It's nothing against men. I don't have a problem with men at all. I think there's a lot of good men out there. A lot of damn good men. They're not for me, though. I don't, it's not my thing. I don't know why I'm going down this rabbit hole, but there must be a reason. There really could be something to do with it. And I know, which is why, and I know that I mentioned something like this a little while ago, which is why I generally don't, go after women that are, hetero, because I know what it feels like to have, men, coming to me, and I don't, it's like, I don't, if it's one thing if you just want to find out if I am or not, if I'm interested or not, because that does happen. And I don't have a problem with that. But there's people that continue and then they think that they're going to, they really, really continue to try. And it's just like, that's where it's just like, you know what? No, you're really like upsetting me. No means no. Okay? And that could be something that somebody could be dealing with also. And that's, again, that's why it's like I don't generally approach, women that are not, because I know what it feels like. So I don't want to do that to somebody else. Okay? Yeah. That really could be what it is. Okay. So there you go. For some, the story could be, somebody was like, I don't want to deal with this person. They knew the ground rules. They knew that I like to, that I don't commit, They knew and they wanted to change me. And now they're upset, yada, yada, yada. On the other side of the coin, you have somebody who thinks that they're going to flip somebody. Either somebody thinks that they're going to make somebody, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I don't think I have to really kind of explain it. And somebody's like, no, I'm not interested. There has to be an attraction. If there's no attraction, then, what is there? It's only satisfying one person. It's not going to satisfy both people. If there is no attraction, there is no attraction. It just is what it is. It just is. Okay? So, and somebody really just, they want to, they really, really are trying. And they're doing it out of devil energy. It's a very selfish energy. And there's a lot more that goes into it, but that's what I'm getting. I feel actually comfortable like letting this reading go, because it's like now it's like, because a minute ago it was just like, no, I'm just like, there's something else. And that could be what that is. Yeah. I'm not saying, let me clarify. I'm not saying that I don't, whatever. I don't know why do I even feel the need to say this? Why do I even feel the need to say this? I'm not saying what? Why do I feel like I need to explain? Somebody feels like they need to explain something. Somebody definitely feels like they need to explain something. Okay, so famous example. I don't pursue. I'll put it this way. I don't pursue people of, whoever it is. They don't pursue people. You know what? I don't know what's going on. Somebody feels like they need to explain themselves, though. It's like I can actually see and hear the conversation, but I can only see the movements. I can see the movements of the mouth. I can see the hands. That's what I'm kind of seeing. And I'm kind of getting a general consensus of what it's about. But I don't know the exact words, but I'm only getting snippets of it. So that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting somebody who's kind of defending their position with their peers, their friends, or whatever, colleagues, whatever. I'm getting that, but then I'm also getting, it's almost like somebody could be even be the mediator in between, or somebody's trying to quatch a argument or a beef or something like that, Yeah. Sometimes it just has to be a particular type. Sometimes, sometimes there's people just aren't your type. Many of us have a type. We all have certain kinds of, people that we're attracted to. And sometimes there's people that, you're just not attracted to. And that's okay. And there could be somebody that could be trying to say or allege that, example, this reading's just going on and on and on. I don't know why I feel like I need to really kind of explain this, but I feel like I do. I don't know why. But, example, when I am around a lot of feminine energies, sometimes they tend to think, it's like when people say, it's like all people that are into the same gender, they think that people think that they want everybody, that they're attracted to everyone. No. I have, I'm a certain type I'm attracted to, just like many others. Many people, we all have a certain thing that we're attracted to. And, a lot of times, it's not even that I do anything, at least I don't think I'm doing anything, but a lot of times people tend to get a little bit funny towards me. And I don't know if they think I'm hitting on them, and I'm not. They would probably really, really know if I was. It's like that. It could be something like that too. I don't have any problem with being direct. I could put it that way. Maybe I might want to make sure that somebody's yada yada yada, but for me personally, I don't really generally have that. If I'm attracted to somebody, I don't have like a little slimy little sleazy plan or an agenda, if that makes sense. Okay. And I think a lot of people tend to think that, okay, and it's not true. And they may think that with a lot of people. No, it's not true. And generally, to be quite honest, I'm going to use it this time, to be quite honest, open and direct, it's probably because that person might have had something about themselves. Maybe they're questioning themselves and they're pushing it onto the other person. It's the only way that I can really think of it. Because there's people that that have acted a little bit funny around me because they think that maybe I'm and I'm like, no, you're really not my type. I don't really want to hurt your feelings, but I might have to hurt your feelings. You know what I mean? It's like that. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I might actually, I might have to hurt your feelings. You're not my type. I don't know where you got that idea. It's like that. All right. I'm leaving it there before anything happens or anyone gets in trouble, anyone gets offended or anything like that. I'm just being, I'm just trying to express whatever it is that's on the energy of whoever this is. Okay. I'm just trying to express that. All right. I'm not here to offend anyone. I'm just here to kind of like help people to see things and understand other people's perspective. I'm just here to help people see other people's perspective. We fear what we don't know. So isn't it better to know? Okay. That's all. I'm leaving it there. All right, Gemini. I'm really done with this reading. You exhausted me today. All right. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, please. After that, please. And drop me a comment. Let me know if any of this makes any sense. I know it does. I know it's going to make sense for somebody. I know it is. All right. It's probably going to make too good a sense. As much detail as I went into it, it's going to make too good a sense. Okay. And when you subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. That's pretty much it. If you'd like to reach out to me to book a private reading, you can email becomethestar1111@gmail.com, or you can contact me through Instagram, Become the Star. It's all one word, all lowercase. Make sure you're paying attention to the spelling because there are scammers out there pretending to be me. There are going to be misspellings. There's going to be all kind of weird stuff. It's not me. I don't reach out to people. Okay, you have to reach out to me. All right, that's it. Good luck, Gemini. See you next week.